Don't rush, no rush. Ooh. Don't rush, baby. The loving ain't going nowhere. Slow it down. That looks pretty conceited over here. That. Mm-mm-mm. All right, what's going on? Who we got up in here? On time for the party. I'm gonna wait for folks to fall up in here. Don't rush. Hey, we back. We back, Lady P. We back. You know what I'm saying? You know, we right back. I wasn't playing. Say my favorite person is back. Hey, you know, I always love it when you come through, Lady P. Appreciate you being in here as always. Always showing support, always showing love to your boy. I really do appreciate it. Cause you don't have to. Don't none of y'all have to, honestly. But I appreciate it. That's why I keep coming back. That's why I keep coming back. I'm gonna give folks maybe another 2 minutes or so, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump into it because I don't want to waste too much time, man. So as you come up in here, make sure you wipe your feet off like you would at your auntie house and light the stream. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not asking you for no money, for no donations, even though
Donations.
you know
Donations.
it's your boy's birthday month. I think we're gonna hit 100 episodes this month. If I plan this right, I think the 100th episode will be May 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So let's see. We got let's see. This is 96, 97, 98, 99. Yeah. Only a couple episodes away from 100. So say say take the hat off. Hey, you know, there's no shame, you know. Ball Brothers United. I get y'all through the day. Hey, look. That's what we here for. That is what we here for, man, to help you get through the day. For sure. For sure. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I took the hat off. That at least gets a like, Lady P. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit that like button on the stream real quick for your boy. All right. All right, man. We're not gonna waste no more time, man. As people fall in, they fall in, and we gonna do what we do. We gonna talk shit and all that good stuff. My birthday, it is May 24th. Gemini. Gemini season is quickly approaching. The best sign that there ever was. Others of you may argue with that. Others of you might say that, Geminis are two-faced, bipolar. I've heard it all, but look, man, we just misunderstood. That's it. Geminis are misunderstood. Lady P say she say she like the baldy. I hear you. I took the hat off. I ain't got no shame. Ain't no shame. But I got a uniform. I got a uniform when I come on stream. You know what I'm saying? I got a uniform. Just like when people be going to work, they got a uniform. This is my uniform. Usually wearing something black, something dark, and a hat. All right. That's my uniform. But I ain't got no issue with taking the hat off. We got my homie Humble Journeys in the building. Gemini brother for sure. That's my real Gemini brother right there. Man. Oh, I'm 3 minutes late. You already did? Okay. Hey, look, I was just making sure you like the stream. That's it. I was just making sure you like the stream. All right. So make sure you go ahead and like the stream, man. Let me go ahead and introduce the live stream. Introduce this shit, man, so we can get into it, man. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Welcome to episode 96 of the Overnight live stream / podcast and all that good stuff. Helping you get through your work week over the hump day. That is Wednesday and going into the weekend, I'm super excited for the weekend. I'm excited for the school year to come to a close. I'm excited that we're going to be coming up on 100 episodes. I really kind of been thinking about how I want to roll out the 100th episode. I think it's definitely going to be a call-in show. You know what I'm saying? So make sure if you call in, I know Lady P got a little bun in the oven, but for anybody else, if you're going to come on the live stream, you got to take a shot with your boy and you got to sit with me at least through a video and give me your reaction to said video and we chop it up together. So I want to make this all inclusive. And just celebrate making it to 100 episodes because it's some of y'all that been here each and every week and it's definitely appreciated for sure. So but without further ado, man, let's get into tonight's show, man. Main topic being Stefon Diggs found not guilty and his chef was caught lying, being delusional, okay? You know what I'm saying? Out here just lying. So we're going to get into that. I got plenty of videos to talk about that with just different clips from the trial and everything. And then I just found out about this term here within the last week or so, parasocial. So, not only are people, using the term narcissist and, all of these therapist terms, but now with this whole Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson situation, now we're talking about parasocial relationships. And you got chicks out here actually saying that they would have rather been the ones to get cheated on rather than Meg Thee Stallion.
Jesus.
And I'm just trying to figure out What is the obsession? What is the obsession that y'all have with Meg Thee Stallion? Why is she such? Why are y'all so willing to fall on the sword for her? Oh my God, I would have rather got cheated on than Meg Thee Stallion. What? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, man, we gonna get into that. Of course, we got some quick hits. We got It Be Your Own Kids and The Land of Delusion and all of that good stuff, man. So you never heard of it. Me either. This is a brand new term to me. Never heard the term parasocial, but we're gonna define it for y'all and so whenever you out here in these social media streets and you hear people talking about parasocial, I'm like, Lord, man. So, some of y'all need to get outside and touch grass. For real. You know? I don't know how I got here, but hey, y'all, what's going on?
Jesus.
Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. We got Tasha in the building. What's going on? All right. Let's see. I'm so confused with this generation and their terminology. Facts. I'm just as confused.
Hey, bro, come on now,
'Cause
dog. Come on, man.
that's how I be feeling. All right. So let's see, man. Let's get into it, man. First, it really be your own kids. Let's start here, man, because we talked about this last week. We went through Hood Prom. I've highlighted all of the Hood Prom madness, craziness. Okay. And I wanted to actually highlight a real prom, not these over the top, proms where parents are willing to, spend their whole life savings and even, doing chargebacks, on dresses that they bought for their kids, and everything. And at the same time, you're trying to support Black-owned businesses. But look here, man. This is what I'm talking about right here when we talking about prom. Hey, graduation season is upon us. We got Brittany in the building. What's going on? Got graduation season coming up, so you already know how I feel about folks at graduation. But let's see. Let's get into this first one, man. All right. 2026 prom right here. This what I'm talking about. Let's see. Can I make this a little bit bigger? That's what she said. All right. Here we go.
I'm about to show y'all the 2026 prom. The difference between them and us is totally different, baby. They came on yellow school buses. Do you hear me? You don't see not a Bentley, not a nothing fancy out there.
Not
they
a
came on the
Maybach,
school bus and they
Maybach.
went to Debs and J.C. Penney's and to rent a suits and got they stuff. They ain't got nothing.
Regular.
I mean nothing. But let me show y'all something. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Baby, y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop because y'all spend it too. Baby, what they gonna start doing? Coming out in parachutes now? Like, what y'all gonna do next time for the wedding? And baby, we go overdo everything. We go overdo everything, baby. Bye. Baby,
And see, and look, man, this what we was raised on. Going to the prom, being hella regular, being hella regular, showing up either on the bus. Cause you know what? Gen Z, I don't know what it is with Gen Z, but they don't want to drive. I don't know, man. I swear again, we handicap these kids into being children for way too long. I don't know kids that be wanting to drive. They would rather get Ubered everywhere. What? I cannot wait to start driving as a teenager, man. What? Just that sense of independence. But now it's like, nah, the kids don't want to drive But nevertheless, man, they showing up here on buses. They looking good. You know what I'm saying? They looking like they looking affordable. You know, this is what we doing. You know, little simple town car, little limo. If you driving, you maybe ride with your friends to prom. Like, I like this. I'm glad to see that, you know, there's still regular prom that exists out here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. All right. So let's see, man. Let's get into let's get into this next one. All right. Because again, man, you know, parents be spending so much money on prom and everything that, you know, like I asked last week, where's the money for the SAT prep? You know, where the money for the Kumon? Where, you know what I'm saying? So, and it shows up. Now, I can almost guarantee that some of these kids probably had an elaborate prom, but this is this next video. It's kind of crazy. Say we also lived in the country too. We have no local bus, Uber, or Lyft at that time. I mean, no, we didn't, but still, we didn't have it at the time. However, you know, if you got a little limo, you know, with you and a few of your friends, I mean, that was cool. We wasn't going all out and over the top, not with not with the shit that I seen. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, all right, let's see. Let's get to this next one here, man. Can you read again? Y'all got money. Y'all got money to be throwing up and spending for the prom. But can you read? All right. Now I'm not gonna lie. This last word, gosh. I think it was fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking me up. Hold up. All right. The hell. All right. It was fucking me up. My webcam fucking up on me. All right. She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary, but somewhat gosh. Gosh. That's a tricky one. All right. But here we go. Let's see if these high schoolers can read it.
Read the index card for me.
She wore a suit, clothes that were. Who's this for? Ordinary, but somewhat. Gertrude?
Now explain what that means.
I don't know.
She wore a sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro, but somewhat.
What does that mean?
She wore a lot. Wait, she wore. Bro, I don't know, bro. Can you take the card back, please?
She wore a. Oh, baby. She wore a silhouette of clothes that were. Bitch, I don't know that
Jesus.
word. I don't even know how to read. I don't know why I did this.
She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary, but somewhat gosh?
All right, now what does that mean?
I have no idea. Like his clothes was nice or something like that.
She wore a. I don't know what this shit say. I don't know what this shit say. I don't know what this shit say.
Jesus.
I can't read it. Can't read it. Can't read it. Can't read it.
Read the index card for me.
She wore.
Man. I'm telling you. But they got money for prom. You know, they don't need perfect attendance. If they having a mental health day, they can stay at the crib. You know, we can write emails to the teacher, you know, giving them plenty of excuses as to why, you know, our kids ain't getting their assignments done, and, you know, they want extra credit. They still want things to count, but, you know, just a little simple sentence, man. They are unable to read that, which is insane. All right. But hey, this is where we're at. This is where we at. And again, man, hey, don't talk to me about the white man this and the white man that. You know, because this is insane. All right, let's see. Can you read part 2? Here we go.
Read the indiscreet.
What the?
Okay. The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule. Simple sentence. I think you should be able to read that in high school. You know, nothing crazy. My girl got the baby hairs right here. They looking a little. Never mind. These are kids. All right, let's see. Here we go.
What the fuck does that say? Why am I reading this? No, I'm not reading this. This is a whole bunch of bullshit.
The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule.
What does that mean?
He's asking to accommodate to the governor's schedule, right?
Yeah, in your own words.
There's a governor's schedule, and so the colonel is asking the choir to accommodate to it.
In your own words.
I don't know, bro.
The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule.
All right, what does that mean?
Right? They asked the people to sing for the governor's schedule. I don't know what this means.
The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule.
What does that mean?
He asked the choir to accommodate. I don't know, bro. It mean he asked him to read the schedule. So
The colonel asked the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule.
What does that mean?
To sing with the governor.
Read the indiscreet.
Whoo, boy. Hey.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, dog, boy.
I beg your pardon.
No, y'all need to stay in school year round. We at the point to where the kids gotta stay in school year round. Perfect attendance, no days off. And I got another video. I don't know. We'll see if I get to it tonight. I feel like y'all bookmark this. All right. So because if I don't talk about this tonight, if I don't get to this video tonight, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. But you know, man. All right. I'm gonna just say bookmark this video right here. All right. Let's see. Here we go, man. Let's see. Let's get into some quick hits. But before that, man, let's see. Let me see what y'all saying up in here, man. We got the homie Jay Blight in the building. What's good with it? What's good with you, bro? All right. Let's see. In here, over here looking like this, literally squinting my eye. I'm telling you, what? Y'all cannot read no basic sentences. And then on top of that, comprehension is non-existent. Even if you could read the sentence fluently, you know, what does the sentence mean? You know, the colonel wanted the choir to accommodate the governor's schedule. Okay. Y'all don't know what that means? Like, man, that is insane. You know, the governor got a tight schedule. Y'all got to see when y'all can perform, you know, based on his current schedule. Like what was so hard about that? What was so hard about that? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Graduation party at the park for me. Yeah, we kept it basic, you know. I'm okay for school bus, but we do too much. Yes, we do entirely too much. I don't know if you was here, Tasha, last week, but you know, I played several hood prom videos of us, and it was just the most like lavish, knowing good and well that a lot of y'all can't even afford that. You know. Let's see. Yachty say I took driver's ed at 15 and had a license at 16. I'm saying, man, these kids don't be wanting to drive. They want to Uber everywhere, you know. We got the homie OG in the building. What's good? Shout out to OG in the building. To sing, I don't get it. I mean, it was just a basic sentence. It was just a basic sentence, you know. I'm going back to my C drama because now C minus drama because now I got a headache. Nah, stay for a while. Don't go nowhere. All right, man. Let's get into some quick hits, man. All right. let's see. I don't think I played this this I don't think I showed this last week. If I did, sorry, I forgot. All right. I'll be on here talking for hours and sometimes I'll be forgetting. But I did have it on the docket. So let's see. All right. Cause last week, yeah, on the pregame, I played Moke and Steph. Yeah. He's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Okay. So this with this one right here, this first quick hits. Let me see. Let me try to get it all here on the screen so everybody can see. All right. You know, I got to get my my narration on. Now, this right here was pretty wild. So, y'all let me know if the wife is wrong about this. So, here we go. My husband, who left me for another woman he had a baby with while we were together, died last month, y'all. And I just received his life insurance check in which me and our kids are the only beneficiaries of. I just came up $168,000. Golly.
God damn.
Of course, his side baby and little girlfriend got absolutely nothing.
Jesus.
I haven't been with this man in 2 years, but legally he's still mine, and all his assets are mine. He's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Okay. The car she was in, his name, I took that. And he never signed a birth certificate for her kid. So that little illegitimate bastard gets nothing. I didn't even have a funeral for him. I cremated him immediately. Oh, my Lord. Jesus.
Jesus.
Man. He's sitting on my dresser right now. It feels so good. It feels so good to have the last laugh. Like, yeah, girl, you took my man, but I took everything else. Wife's up 10,000. You thought marriage was just a piece of paper. Wow. Man, how y'all feel about that? Let's get over here to the comments. All right, let's see. First comment reads, nah, this is okay. I love everything about this post except for calling an innocent baby an illegitimate bastard. Feels icky. The baby didn't ask to be here though. Let's see. The people in these comments are so out of touch, it makes no effing sense. What is up with you guys? Genuinely seeing somebody get betrayed and done wrong for no effing reason, no viable reason, and expecting that person who's been wrong to be a bigger person to display. Okay, I ain't reading all that, man. Good Lord. Yo, it ain't never that deep to write this whole essay. Golly, dissertation ass. All right, let's see. I don't know if I'm too healed or just nice, because I would have did everything but take that lady car and anything they had together. People be too hurt inside. After 2 years, you were still waiting for get back is crazy. LMAO, as a fellow married woman, I love this type of carrying on. OMG, is she a Capricorn? Y'all mad at her for not looking out for a woman and her child? Hey, I thought y'all was girls. I thought y'all was girls. I thought y'all looked out for each other. You know what I'm saying? Did that woman look out for her and her kids? Oh, okay. Stop sleeping with married men, then there's no benefit in it. Stop sleeping with married men, there's no benefit in it. Sorry. City girls up 200K, but chill on the baby, sis. It's the only innocent party. Okay, so so they in agreement with him. They in agreement. How y'all feeling about it though? I think everybody might be in agreement. I mean, hell, I mean, that's one of the benefits of being married. You know what I'm saying? Having that piece of paper, that contract is that, hey man, hey, everything goes to the wife. I mean, I can't say I'm mad at it, you know. Um I mean, it kind of okay, I'll put it like this. You know, I don't see anything wrong with her collecting the life insurance benefits, right? The $168,000. Golly, man. Shout out to him. What man, this was gets missing here, you know. He looked out for his family. You can't say he ain't look out for his family, even though he left him. Maybe he left the child. Maybe no, he didn't leave the child. He left the wife. You know, and that's usually what the situation be. Niggas don't be leaving the children behind. They be leaving behind the woman. But I mean, I don't see anything wrong with her collecting the life insurance benefits. I mean, they are the beneficiaries of it legally. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I did have a slight issue with her calling the child an illegitimate, bastard or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the child is innocent here. And I also kind of took issue with the fact that she didn't have a funeral for him. I mean, again, because you don't know how that family wanted to his family wanted to lay him to rest, or even what wishes he may have had, and everything. So I mean, that those two things I'm not in agreement with. However, I'm not opposed to her keeping the benefits. I mean, hey, but who's to know that the other woman knew that they were still, I don't know, we only working with limited information here. So so yeah. So all right, let's see what y'all think on this one, man. Let's see. Let me scroll back up here. All right, let's see. I thought one day this week was going to in the name of the okay. All our 90s music was about cheating, but they made it sound like motherfuckers was in love. Hey, for real. Okay, Jay Blight thinks she wrong for that. All right, Tasha say she not wrong. Literally his beneficiary. So legally she didn't owe nothing to the other woman. Okay. Yachty says, ouch. OG say, I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, get that money.
Donations. Donations.
She's in the right, no matter how it sounds. Hey, you know what I mean? It sounds ugly, but hey, legally, it is what it is. I mean, should have got those he should have got those divorce papers, and he should have, switched over his benefit. I mean, that'd be nasty work though. If you ain't leave nothing behind for your child. I mean, because who's to say why they split up or why he, we'll get there. All right, let's see. That was a novel, man. I wasn't reading that whole comment, bro. Like, no, you way too invested. She got a parasocial relationship with this post right here. I mean, in a moral sense, I think to help the baby though. I mean, I see your point on that, Jay Blight. I mean, you would maybe think that the wife might, but at the same time, yeah, I don't see chicks doing that, bro. You can't even, before I read Tasha's comment, you can't even have a reasonable conversation with your baby mama or your ex-wife about, taking you to court to be on child support, let alone you think You think she gonna get $168,000 and she gonna give one red penny to the side chick and her illegitimate child? Man, hell no. That's actually pretty delusional. If you would think that, the ex-wife would do that. Nah, she petty as hell. Nah. I don't see that. I don't see that happening at all. Let's see. Absolutely the F not, because the side piece knew she was just that. So the side piece walked into the situation willingly. What if this was Meg the Stallion, though? What if this was Meg the Stallion? Y'all would say that the wife is so wrong for not donating or giving Meg the Stallion some of that money because y'all are so in love with Meg the Stallion. Y'all would y'all be like, she is dead wrong. Meg the Stallion, she lost all her immediate family. And oh my God, I would rather be the wife and get cheated on. And because I would just help her out because she's just such a wonderful woman. And oh my God, like oh man. Let's see. That was a kid's father too. Exactly. All right. We got Mary in the building. What's good? Got my cousin in the building. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Shit. My daddy said he wanted us to fight over what he left $250 in a bank account and his wife changed her number. God dog. What? Hey, that's crazy. Yeah, she took that 250 and ran off on the plug. Okay? That's crazy. Facts. You see who people are when it comes to funerals and what people leave behind. Because hey, people come out the woodworks for real, You ain't never changed the diaper when this person was, at their worst, at their oldest. But now all of a sudden, now that they're passed away and moved on, now all of a sudden people want to come through and talk about, what they're owed and really be going through great lengths to get some money, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous when people die. Man, oh man. All right. Let's see. Let's get to say my first name for the. Hey, I'm just saying, man. That's how Meg the Stallion, fans be going crazy. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. I like Meg, but if this was her being the side piece, I'll still call a spade a spade. I mean, hey, look. maybe you, Tasha. Maybe you'll call a spade, but because hey, I'm going on the limb on this. Because I don't know if I said this last week or not. Because again, we're just going based on her side of the story and her saying that Clay cheated and, he didn't want to be monogamous. But we ain't heard nothing from Clay. And again, we already know that Meg be lying. All right. You know what I'm saying? But moving on. Let's see. Let's get to this one here. All right. Let's do top 5 things ruined by social media. All right. So we're gonna go over here to Will. He always be having his top 5 and be packing people up. So let's see. What are the top 5 things that have ruined social media? I want y'all to chat down in the I want y'all to put it in the chat. What do y'all feel are some things? Because we all older. We in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and up. We all grown. We adults here, and and we basically have lived life through essentially no technology or very limited technology to now full out social media, AI taking over, and everything. So with the advent of social media, what do y'all feel are some things that social media has ruined when it comes to the human race? Here we go.
Number 5 spot, we got originality. Back in the days, it was blasphemous to be like anybody else. You wanted to dress different, rap different, think different. But now you can't tell where nobody from. Everybody look the same, act the same, rap the same, think the same. Trash. At the number 4 spot, we got politics. Back in the days, you would vote for who you wanted to vote for. It was nobody's business. It was between you and your family, and everybody got along great. Now you will fall out with your own mother because of who you voted for. Keep your political beliefs to yourself and off of social media. At the number 3 spot, we got relationships. Back in the days, you take your girl on dates, buy flowers, spend time with her, call every day. It was good enough. That's all you had to do. Now, if you don't post your girl on social media, the relationship ain't real. Relationships worked out way better when they was private. Look at all the celebrities who relationships good. What they all got in common, they not on social media. At the number 2 spot, women. Back in the days, y'all was comfortable with whatever you had. If you was ugly, you dealt with it. If you ain't had no ass, you dealt with it. If you ain't had no titties, you dealt with it. But social media got y'all thinking that men prefer fake ass, fake titties, fake hair, eyelashes. All that look good for smashing, but the preferences of men have never changed. We always take a natural chick over a fake chick. Pack y'all up. And at the number 1 spot, the human brain. Before social media, everybody was outside interacting with each other, playing sports, using your imagination. But now we all zombies, looking in the phone, short attention span, can't even get from point A to point B without goddamn GPS. Everybody dumb as hell nowadays because of this social media shit. Pack all of us up. The number 1 spot, the human brain. At the
All right. So, hey, I'm not gonna front, man. Hey, he was spitting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, shout out to Will Mills, man. You know, we got Norma in the building. What's going on, Norma? Appreciate you being up in here. All right. So, you know, top 5 things that have ruined social media, man. Let's talk about these, because I would have to completely agree with these. All right. So, you know, so number 5, let's see, we got originality. All right. I would have to agree with that, you know, because I remember us growing up, you know, and even now, still, like, whenever I step outside, I don't want to see nobody else with what I got on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always wanted to dress different, be unique, have my own style and everything. And like, I would hate it if I saw somebody that had on something similar to what I was wearing. But even if they had on the same shit, I'd be like, man, I'm still rocking that shit better though. But now, I'm telling you, everybody literally looks the same. The houses look the same. You know, even geographically, you would think that, like, man, if you're in Charlotte, you know, Charlotte has their own way of doing things, but then whenever you go down 85 and you hit Atlanta, they doing shit completely different. Or, you know, I go up to Ohio, you know, they doing their own thing out there. You go out to Cali, they doing their own thing out there. And in some ways, yeah, each area does have their, you know, specific differences, but for the most part, everybody looks the same. Everybody dresses the same. Music is the same. Music is lacking right now. Like, it's terrible, you know? Number 2, politics. I would wholeheartedly agree with this one too, because, you know, at the end of the day, I really did appreciate the days in which you could be private about your about who you voted for, which side you lean towards. But now all of a sudden, if you express that, hey, you're in support of, you know, this politician or that politician, and all of a sudden, you know, your character is at question. Your character is in question. You know, now depending on which side you may lean on, your you know, you could be labeled as a coon, a sellout, or you could be labeled as delusional, whatever have you. I could just appreciate back in the day of just whoever you voted for, whatever side you lean towards, you keep it to yourself, and keep it moving, because that whole thing about what's that saying? It's two things that people don't talk about, and that's religion and politics. Like, I don't like, you don't have to tell me. And let's throw number 3 in there, sexual orientation. Okay. You don't have to you don't have to tell me if you're gay or not. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Especially now, nobody gives a fuck if you're part of the LGBTQIA plus, the MNMMP, community. Like, nobody cares, some things are meant to be left private, So so let's see, number 3, relationships. Okay. Back in the day, I mean, things were a lot simpler. I do think that social media has ruined relationships to a certain extent, but I also think that social media has brought a lot of things to light, especially from the men's point of view. Because if you're a man and you have any type of criticism or critique about women or relationships or what have you, you're automatically labeled as a misogynist. You hate women. Your mama black, who raised you, this, that, and the third. Although women have had the opportunity to share their side of the story when it comes to men and relationships, but I think for a lot of us, whenever we've dealt with women who were not ideal, and whenever you bring it up, you'll be like, man, you would be questioned like, where y'all be meeting these women at? I don't know nobody that's like that. Yeah, y'all know I say that all the time. None of my friends are like that. You just be choosing bad. You just be choosing wrong. But now, with the advent of social media, hey, we can tell our side of the story, but I do think that, whenever it comes to what women want and their expectations due to social media and people faking and flogging out here, acting as though their relationship is, relationship goals, but then behind the scenes, you find out that these motherfuckers be fighting all the time. They ain't having no sex. They ain't getting no ain't no cutty being got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know at least 10, 15, 20, 100 women that look just like this or a variation of it. Baby hair, long weave, BBL, attitude. It's a lot of shit. I mean, they all look the same. They all say the same things when it comes to men. They all want 100K and up provider. They all say the same shit over and over and over again. And then we sitting up here wondering why relationships are in shambles in 2026. And I mean, again, and it's not to say that men, we don't have our issues. That's been known. Like, you will not hear an argument from me on that, but what's being highlighted, in which a lot of women don't like, is the fuckery that be happening on the woman side. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, from the expectations to the looks, the lack of character, to boss babe mentality, yeah, I would definitely have to agree there. You know what I'm saying? Fake ass, fake titties, eyelashes, butterfly eyelashes about to fly off the damn, about to take off, and again, like you said, we'll definitely be more willing to take women who are natural. I take, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind some stretch marks. I don't mind a little fupa. You know, ain't nobody tripping off that. And most men are realistic. Hey, look, most women are either gonna have small titties and a big ass, no titties, maybe a little bit of both, you know. But hey, we cool with that. We can work with that. But what we can't work with is, you know, tools out here thinking that they tens, and then they personality be just as nasty. And then at the number one spot, the human brain. All right, you know, I would definitely have to agree with this in terms of interacting with each other, having conversations with each other. You know, I really do think that you know, our attention spans are super short. You know, and I'll even for myself, like I'll purposely tell myself. I was talking about this on the stories yesterday, how like I like to. It's something about riding in silence in your 40s that just, you know, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, all day, every day, we got, you know, interacting with people at work. We're trying to keep up with the latest, you know, news. You know, we all got our own individual interests. Like we're constantly consuming information all day long. And sometimes you just gotta be like, man, I gotta just turn this shit off because it can become overstimulating, overwhelming, whatever have you. But what I found for me sometimes is like, I'll tell myself, like, man, I'm gonna put my phone down and you know, and I'm gonna chill and I'm like not gonna engage in my phone. And like maybe if it's a show that I want to watch or whatever, but I'll be sitting there watching the show and then accidentally like I'll pick up my phone and start scrolling. And then next thing you know, like I done missed like 5-10 minutes of the show. Now I gotta go back and rewind the shit and watch it all over again. I'm thinking I'm paying attention, but then I'm like, I'm really not paying attention. So I gotta be really mindful about not picking up my phone and just being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I think overall, man, you know, there are definitely some pluses to, you know, technology, but man, I swear I definitely think that it's dumbing us down a bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So top 5 list. I'm not mad at it. I totally agree with it. I totally agree. So let me see. Let me go back up, man, because oh, let's see. Y'all saying I'm struggle streaming. Look, it's raining. It is raining, and I think the rain is like messing with my Wi-Fi. All right, let me see. Let me go back up here because I want to acknowledge what y'all saying up here in the chat. Okay, let's see. Love, relationships. Okay, yeah, social media has definitely ruined that. Relationships, the hate, marriage, mental health, man, facts, politics for sure. What's on your mind? Let's attack anyone. Number 2, I love my man, I hate my man. Okay, y'all gonna hate him, but I'm back with him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And it's yeah. Facts. I ain't post my man yet. Not that I don't love him, but I do love my privacy. You know? Yeah. I think it's best to keep your relationship private, you know? And really it's public to those who matter to you, you know? Public to those that matter, you know, your close friends and family. That's all that really, and they ain't even gotta know. Or if they do know, there's only certain information that your family and friends should know about said relationship. Because the minute that you start inviting people into what y'all got going on, especially if it's negative, people gonna hold grudges. People gonna look at your partner differently. Your partner, you know, they gonna look at your person differently and hold grudges. even if y'all have already moved on past it, you know. Appreciate the support as always. Privacy is key. I don't even post my kids much. Yeah, no, I stopped doing that a long time ago as well because people would make catfish pages or profiles and, would use pictures of me and my daughter. And I said, man, nah, I'm gonna just keep that private too. People use social media as a diary. Hardly anything is private anymore. Exactly. Especially TikTok. TikTok is the absolute worst when it comes to people, using it as their diary. Now this is where, I'm a little conflicted about it because, like I am somewhat invested in people's, lives, especially like here on YouTube or whatever. Like I got people that I subscribe to and I like their vlogs. Like I like, how they create content or, them talking about certain struggles that they're going through and things like that. And I think that there's a way that you can document your life and you can share your life without being overly clout chasing or or just keeping some things private. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ain't got to know every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? See, my wife ain't on social media. She just got TikTok this year. Takes away my upbringing of yes sir, no man. Yeah. Manners is missing. Now, if you come down to the South, I mean, you still gonna hear some yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Y'all always question where y'all meet these feet. Comparing notes be way off. Yeah, nah. We be comparing notes. We be comparing notes, and this is where we at, you know. Let's see. Okay, so it wasn't okay. All right. Yeah, nah, man. I'm struggle streaming tonight, man. It's the Wi-Fi here, man. It's raining. Listen, I'm 55, 5'4", 235 pounds. I love all of me and I love to take care of my man as long as it's being returned. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. All right, let's see, man. Make sure y'all liking the stream, man, because we gonna get to this Stefon Diggs situation, and we gonna definitely talk about this parasocial activity the women got going on here on on social media, man. So we gonna get there. All right. Again, where y'all meeting these females? Hell, ladies, where are y'all going to meet these men folks? This for research purposes. JMO 704G. Oh, I see what you I see what you did there. I see what you did there. All right. I appreciate y'all being keeping up. Okay. I appreciate y'all being in here. All right, let's see. We got Britt. Okay. Britt say I'm guilty of the same thing and it drives my partner crazy. I'm like with a man who's checked me about my about the cellular device. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I will literally be watching TV and out of nowhere, like it's just instinct. I don't know. Like I'll just pick up my phone and I'll just be holding it. And then next thing you know, like I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on and I done missed like 15 minutes of a damn show. Like ridiculous. Or if I say I'm gonna sit here and work at the computer, like even if like I'll have Instagram. Look, I'm so bad, y'all. I'll have Instagram up on my phone, and then I'll even have Instagram up on my damn monitor too. Like it's shameful. It's shameful. TikTok is the spot, pure entertainment. Yeah, nah. TikTok be having too much going on. All right, so let's see, man. Let's get to this next one here, man. We got two more here on I think I'm gonna save Dr. Cheyenne. I don't know why I keep calling her doctor, but I'm gonna save her for tomorrow. All right. So let's get to these last two here. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Cheyenne tomorrow. All right. So let's see. This can be okay, ladies. And fellas, I need y'all. I need the fellas to chime in on this one. All right. Have you ever had a female best friend or just a woman who's a friend and they always come to you for advice in terms of what they should do with the man that they're seeing, a man that they're interested in, and you put them up on game? Like you're not gonna you know, lie to your home girl. You're gonna keep it a buck with her. You're gonna explain what she need to do, and she gonna do, and you find out that your homegirl gonna do the complete opposite. Motherfucker be doing the complete opposite of what you told them. So it's like, why'd you even come over here and ask me for advice if you gonna do the complete opposite of what I say? Now we sitting here having another conversation like, oh man, I should have listened. You think? So let's see. So here we go, man. We got a cartoon video here of what it's like whenever you have a female best friend or a woman best friend. You know, I don't know how y'all like to be called. I don't know what y'all like to be called these days. Women, females, you know, cisgendered. All right. But nevertheless, here we go. I've been meaning to play this for a while now, but here we go. The caption reads, having a girl best friend is to always be stuck between a rock and a hard place. All right, let's see. Here we go.
About having women best friends is that they'll ask for some advice about a guy and then not listen to that shit at all. And they don't get it that the bro code states that you do not interfere with another man's game. Like how he get it is how he get it. But she your homie. You can't let her go out like that, especially after she done asked already. So you tell her to play. Because any guy who done got busy know all the plays. There's only a few plays. He probably running a fake handoff, no look this way, touchdown. Like, we know the play. We tell you what the game he running. But you know what she does without failure every single time? She goes and falls for the play. And now she feeling stupid. And this is where it gets bad. Because now she don't want to talk to you for a few days because she embarrassed. And you going through your own stuff. You need your best friend. But she want to go hang out with her girl best friend so they can sit around the table and say how this guy ain't shit for doing the thing you told her he was going to do in the first place. Y'all girls something else. The worst part about having women best friends is that they'll ask for some advice.
Okay, so he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Okay? That is the absolute worst part. You know what? I think that's how women are in general. Like, let's keep it a buck. You know, your girl asks you, you know, what should she wear? You tell her what she should wear, or what you think looks good, and what she gonna do? She gonna put on the opposite. So sometimes, man, you got to do a little reverse psychology and be like, I actually like the other one. So she'll actually wear the shit that you actually like. Or you tell her, or now you got to start giving your homegirl the opposite advice. So she would actually do what you were originally going to tell her to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't get quiet now in the chat. Don't get quiet now, because I know that's how y'all do. I got a couple homegirls like that. You know, you tell them like, look, man, hey, I'm just not seeing it with this guy. But you know, because y'all so smart, y'all know everything, y'all so much smarter than us, and this, that, and the third, and you know, I ain't letting my feelings get involved in this, that, and the oh my God. Then you be like, all right, man, we gonna see how this shit play out. Niggas already be knowing how this shit gonna play out. We already know how it's gonna play out. We're like, all right, it's just a matter of time. You just sit back and wait and chill. You know, let life happen. Let life take its course. And sooner or later, because she ain't gonna have no choice, she gonna have to come back. She gonna have to come back and be like, you know what, Jay, man. But they won't say that you right though. they'll never admit that you right. But then they'll come with you to, they'll come back to you with a whole nother set of problems. And you be like, man, all right, you know what? Fuck it, man. You gonna do what you want to do regardless. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And see, and I think that's another reason why I think a lot of women love having men best friends versus they homegirls, because they homegirls gonna tell them some dumb shit. I already done told y'all, man, women be giving each other the worst advice ever. But your homie, he gonna keep it real with you if he ain't trying to get in your pants. You know what I'm saying? He gonna keep it a buck, But he gonna keep it a buck, Even if he do want to get in your pants, if he a real one, he gonna keep it real with you. He gonna tell you what you need to hear versus what you want to hear, So, I think that's why y'all be loving having men best friends in your lives, and y'all need one. Y'all need one, because boy, y'all be out here misguided and undecided, boy. Who quiet? Y'all quiet. That's who. Y'all quiet. My male bestie be acting like that towards me at times. I'm trying to tell you, we be trying to tell y'all. My male bestie calls me a homie. What else he supposed to call you? You one of us. You one of us. We don't look at you like that. Well, most of us. Most niggas be in the friend zone though, because y'all put them there. But if the nigga had the opportunity to smash, oh yeah, he ain't nothing gonna stop him from taking that opportunity. That's if he's attracted to you. Let's see. OG say, I stopped having homegirls like that when I was younger. I had homegirls that would crash out on dudes and girls. I'm telling you. Damn, that I know my feelings get involved unless dude be literally on some mess. Yeah, no, facts. They will never, they'll never admit that you're right. They never will. They'll just come to you with another set of problems. Or they'll be like, man, I really fucked up. And you just got to be sitting there like, I mean, I told you, but we here now. And this is what you should do moving forward. This is the game plan. See, again, y'all, women be saying that they want men who are leaders, who can give them guidance, who they can learn from, who have wisdom. But when men try to share their wisdom, guidance, and leadership, y'all don't want to take it. You know what I'm saying? There's more than just whenever we talk about that protection part of provision and protection, we be trying to protect y'all from yourselves, because we know y'all be out here misguided and undecided. We know that. We can tell how you live that you out here misguided and undecided. And we be trying to help. But then, hey, y'all don't, for some reason, y'all don't want to listen. Y'all know it all. And we be like, all right, go on out there. You grown. And the world gonna treat you like you grown. And don't come back to me talking about I'm just a girl. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Oh, man. Brittany say, my boy, what? My male BFF always keep it a buck. In my previous situation, he tell me in a heartbeat, you stupid because you know better. You keep going back. Whatever happens is on you. Exactly. Whatever happens is on you. Like, you got it. Like, all right, I done told you. You gonna learn one day that fat meat is greasy. Fat meat is greasy. All right, the fire is hot. Keep putting your hand on the motherfucking stove. Keep putting your hand on the stove. I ain't got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? So, All right, man. Let's get into this last one right here as we go into to the land of delusion here. All right. So let's see, man. If y'all haven't already, man, please make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. All right. Let's see. We got another last video here in the quick hits, man. We got an older lady here, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to beat up on y'all too bad and everything. Because I know y'all see, I know we good, you know what I'm saying? But this lady here, she giving out some game, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because I want to get y'all's opinion on this, man. So make sure y'all stay active down in the chat and everything. And again, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We coming up on 100 episodes. So again, man, 100 episode, definitely gonna be a call-in show. Y'all gotta, if you're gonna call in, you gotta take a shot with your boy, and you gotta react to a video with your boy. All right. So let's see. Let's get to this last one here on the quick hits. All right. Let's see. We got, little seasoned lady here, man. She gonna share something with y'all. All right. And I want to get the input from the ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear from all of y'all. So let me know what y'all think. Here we go.
This is kind of an unpopular opinion, but I wouldn't care if the man I'm in a relationship with puts a heart or a like on a beautiful woman's picture or follows her or chats with her at work. I think it's being human. I think that if he decided he wanted to be with me, he wants to be with me. That doesn't mean he's never gonna find another woman attractive. It doesn't mean I'm never gonna find another man attractive. And it doesn't mean that if either one of us find someone else attractive, we're gonna do anything about it. There's either trust or there's not trust. This is kind of an unpopular.
All right, now she got her titties all in the, you know what I'm saying? She got the, she out here thirst trapping. Like, I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna keep it a buck, cause she could just say that in her regular voice, but it wouldn't come across the same way. Probably wouldn't, get as much attention. Almost 6,000 likes, 400 some comments, but let's see. But again, I would have to agree. I'm not tripping off of who a woman follows. I'm not tripping off of her liking a guy's picture. Like, I got enough shit going on. I don't have time to be internet stalking somebody's social media and worrying about what they doing on their social media, nor am I so naive as to think that she wouldn't find another man attractive. I mean, we are human beings. What are we doing, man? What are we talking about here? Because I saw on Instagram the other day, and I'll scroll through people's stories over, I'll scroll through their stories and a lot of people, they be saying crazy shit, and I usually just look at it and I keep going. But I saw someone post this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the meme says, so this girl posted in her story. She was like, "Do men not get embarrassed by the fact that they follow 500 random girls who do not even follow them back?" And I'm like, no, we don't get embarrassed by following 500 random girls. Like, what are we talking? No, we don't. I actually enjoy it. Okay. There's a reason why I chose to hit the follow button. Okay. Again, men are visual creatures. And if I feel like following a woman with some pretty feet and a fat ass and some titties, then guess what? By God, I will follow a woman. But you know what? What's funny to me is the same women that'll post something like that, are the same women that, don't complain about the attention and the engagement that they get on their social media from said random men that are following them on social media. Like, what are we talking about? Because I've heard plenty of women say that, like, yeah, I go through a man's following because I want to see, how many, or I want to see the type of women that he's following, because if they don't, if he's following, if I'm a slim woman and I wear a size, 4, and all he follows is BBWs, then I'm clearly not this man's type. How do you gather that? How do you gather that? He's talking to you. He's dating you. He's inserting his penis in you. He's spending time with you. He's spending his money on you. He's engaged in conversation with you. But he might just want to look at big booty BBW sometimes. Like, what the yo, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy to me. Why you so worried about what I'm doing? Okay? And again, I'm just not so oblivious and naive to think that, whoever the woman that I'm dealing with at some point will have an attraction to another man. Now, what she said at the end, I mean, hey, it depends on, hey, if you got trust and if that person is going to do something about it or do something with the attraction. I mean, but I'm not, nah, man, I'm not tripping off of who you following and whatever. Like, that's just too much for me. It's too much. But let's see. Let me see what y'all up here talking about. Let's see. Let me go back up here. All right, let's see. All right, Britt say, man, I would eat that shit and skip my dumb ass right on back. But when I left, boy, I was the fuck outside and loved that for me. Hey, I ain't mad at that. She say whenever I was back out here outside,
She belongs to the streets.
Brittany said whenever I was back out here in these streets, all right. Say, hey man, I had to give you a little word real quick. I bet she still love us, even though we jump into the situation feet first. We still gonna be here. And again, hey, that's what accountability looks like. All right. We still gonna be here, but we gonna tell you about yourself. And if you're a true friend, you gonna tell your friend about themselves when they right and when they wrong. Hey, 100 episode 100, we going up. We going up. It should be, like I say, if I plan this right, it'll be May 20th. All right. So we got about another week and some change. All right. 2 weeks really. All right. Let's see. That's because she's emotionally mature. Hey, I'm saying she's emotionally mature, but why does it take her having to get to this stage in the game? Because, I mean, hey, if a lot of y'all had this mentality in your 20s, 30s, 20s and up, might be all right. But, all right, let's see. What else we got? Facts. Brittany said, I ain't no better than a ninja. I ain't staring at nothing but hey, say, I don't even know what she was talking about, man. What she was talking about, walking the fish? What she was talking about? Oh man, okay. I just came back and I feel like I missed something. Oh yeah. Nah, you missed the little reaction from the seasoned lady here. Damn, Kane didn't hit a. Just okay. Let's see. I'm not looking at who you're following. I'm not looking at who you liking. Who got time for all of that? Who got time? I don't. Okay, I'm secure within my relationship. I know he gonna look at other women and some may even look 100% better than me as long as he don't act on it. I don't care who he sees or like. Yeah, ain't nobody tripping. Ain't nobody tripping off that. Ain't nobody tripping off that. All right, let's see. OG say I'm married to a big booty BBW and still follow such. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. All right, man. All right, let's see. Let's get into some delusion, man. Let's take a flight. Man, speaking of flights, man. Hey, I know y'all hurt over Spirit, bro. I know y'all hurt over Spirit. Spirit, man. Shout out to Spirit Airlines, man. You know what I'm saying? The realest to ever do it. You know, they me and Britt, we was talking about this in the DMs. Hey, the realest to ever do it, man. Real life soul plane shit. Let me see. In honor of Spirit, man. Let me see if I can't find this video real quick. Let me see if I can't find this real quick. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Spirit, man. You know. Hold up, let me no. Man, I didn't have it saved. But it was just a compilation video of different fights with Spirit Airlines, man. But shout out to them. You know, like I said, I know y'all hurt that y'all ain't gonna be able to ride on the real life soul plane. All right. But let's see, man. Here we go. Land of delusion time, man. Strap up. All right, here we go, man. The first stop in the land of delusion here, you know, because hey, we already said that hey, all women be looking the same, all same body, you know, same hair, same makeup, same eyelashes, eyebrows, all that shit. Now here we go. Now y'all taking it a bit too far. Now we got stick on BBL hip silicone, okay? Craziness. All right, here we go.
What this looks like. So all you need, you just look at how it sticks. It sticks to your skin. With this, you don't need a pad. You don't need a shaper. All you need to do is just stick it into your skin. And then guys, can you see?
She already got a BBL. Now you want a BBL on top of the BBL?
Can you see what I'm talking about? Let me pull my dress down for you guys to see the difference. How amazing this is. Guys, can you see? Can you take a look? Look at the difference of this hip stick on what this looks like. So all you need, you just...
Man, slap the BBL booty meat on the hip. God, oh boy, hey, boy, y'all got to
stop the cap.
Man, I'm telling you, it's getting outrageous out here. We slapping on BBL meat. We done slapped on the BBL meat now. Good Lord, she say we gonna slap it on the side right here.
It sticks to your skin. With this, you don't need a pad. You don't need a shaper. All you need to do is just stick
slap it on there. Stick it on there. Slap it on there. BBL meat.
And then guys, can you see? Can you see what I'm talking about? Let me pull my dress down for you guys to see the difference. How amazing this is.
How much more hip do you need? You already got the BBL. Now you say, hey, look, I want even more. Now what you gonna do when that man take you home? Or if he feeling on that BBL meat, he feeling on the BBL meat through the dress. He like, man, yo, why? Yo, your skin layered. Why you got meat on top of meat? What's this I'm feeling right here? He's talking about don't worry about all that. No, I'm worried about that. Now you got the hot damn. Now you done grip the hot damn BBL meat. Man, it's bad out here, man. It's bad out here, you know. But again, hey, y'all will say, hey, I want a real man. I want a real man, but you slapping on the dark meat, the dark BBL meat. That's that thigh meat right there. Slap on the ass. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm trying to tell you, man, that shit is wild. Wild on the BBL meat now. The BBL meat. BBL double XL. Double XL. Let me get that. Let me get that on the double XL side of the game. She say Tasha say she wants some BBL titty meat. She want the titty meat. She want the slap on titty meat. Oh Lord, Tasha, not the slap on titty meat. Man, yo, she started sweating. Hey, look, man, that BBL meat starts sliding off. Yo, that would be some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? You sweating and the BBL meat just slide off the thigh and just fall to the ground. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do, ladies, if the BBL meat just slide right off the thigh, right off the hip, and just fall on the floor? What you gonna do? Oh my God.
Jesus.
The BBL meat just slide right off the meat falling off the bone. All right. Meat falling off the bone, falling off the gristle. Okay. That BBL meat is nice and tender. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get to this next one, man. Let's see here. Let's get to this one here. All right. Now, I seen this video last week, and I was like, good Lord. Okay. Yeah, social media is definitely ruining relationships. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this before I play this video. Let me get it queued up over here. So, okay, let me ask y'all this, man. If you're going to be in a monogamous...
It is not the wife's responsibility to keep her husband satisfied in the bedroom.
Shut up.
And the fact that that's even...
Shut up. Dang, can't even... Tenderism. BBL tenderism at that. Falling off the... Oh my God. Tenderism. Yeah, tenderism. Oh my God. Yo, y'all very crazy for that one. All right, man, let's see. Whose role is it to keep if you're in a monogamous relationship, whose responsibility or whose role is it to keep your man or woman satisfied in said relationship? Whose responsibility is that? So while y'all let me know, I'm going to share this video from this lady right here. You know what I'm saying? Man, quite delusional. Even though I kind of I understand what she was saying, and I was trying to listen to understand and not necessarily to respond. All right. I'm trying to listen to understand and comprehend and not to respond, but some shit you listen to and it just sounds utterly ridiculous. But here we go.
It is not the wife's responsibility to keep her husband satisfied in the bedroom. And the fact that that's even controversial is very telling. Yet we have framed this as part of a woman's wifely duties. If you are a woman who has become increasingly disconnected from your body through motherhood and now into perimenopause, I have a hypothesis. When society or religion or gender roles connect sex to duty, it stops becoming a choice. And when it stops becoming a choice, it disconnects you from desire, eventually getting to a point where your husband's needs override your own when it comes to your own body. And sex no longer feels like intimacy, it feels like obligation. This will only change when we stop believing our bodies are the price of being a good partner. It is not the wise.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, man, it's not the wife's responsibility. You don't owe your spouse sex. Okay. Okay. Fine. It's not your responsibility to keep your husband satisfied sexually. Fine. But if he decides to go out here and, you know, and get his rocks off elsewhere, you know, then I mean, hey, you can't be upset about that. Hey, you're in motherhood now. You're in perimenopause now, you know. So, but I'm not. I'm not. I still want to get these rocks off. I'm out here protecting, providing. I'm out here upholding my husbandly peace. You know, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, you know, should he withdraw, you know, financially? I mean, I'm going through perimenopause on the financial side of the game. I'm invested in fatherhood. I'm paying for, you know, for the kids to be able to participate in soccer and sports and Kumon, SAT prep, you know. So I mean, am I okay to withdraw, you know, financially?
Responsibility to keep her husband satisfied in the bedroom. And the fact that that's even controversial is very telling.
That is pretty controversial. If you're saying that you are going to be in a committed monogamous relationship, then you are looking to your person to fulfill that need and to not go outside of said relationship. So I mean, how long would you expect for your husband or your man to wait around in order for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna give you some pussy tonight? Yeah, nah. That's actually one of the main reasons why people get into committed monogamous relationships, is because men go into it thinking that, man, hey, I got one woman that, hey, I can slut her out and, you know, hey, possession on, yeah, this is my woman right here, and vice versa for the woman.
Yet we have framed this as part of a woman's wifely duties. If you are a woman who has become increasingly disconnected from your body through motherhood and now into perimenopause, I have a hypothesis. When society or religion or gender roles connect sex to duty, it stops becoming a choice. And when it stops becoming a choice, it disconnects you from desire.
Okay, when it stops becoming a choice. Okay. I mean, because I mean, I hear that in a lot of marriages where you know, they feel like they just do duty. I mean, they having sex with their man out of, you know, duty and obligation. And I'm sorry, like I wouldn't want duty sex, pity sex, you know, marital missionary. Shout out CGA. Marital missionary, you know, she just laying right there on her back, and you gonna get your little 2 pumps and a squirt in, and we gonna call it a night. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't want you to feel like that either. But if you're not feeling like having sex, then hey, and I do, then guess what? Hey, I might want to go and get my rocks off elsewhere.
Eventually getting to a point where your husband's needs override your own when it.
All right, I ain't listening to her. say that shit over again. All right, let's see. Let's go over here to the comments, because there were definitely some men weighing in, and then she made a follow-up video, and she was basically kind of doubling and tripling down on what she said, so we'll get to that. But she's first comment says, it is the duty of both partners in a healthy marriage. Being affectionate and intimate are important for a marriage to last. Someone else says, enjoy your cats. Marriage is monogamy, not celibacy. Yeah, you're gonna choose to be celibate after you've been letting Pookie and Tyrone clap them cheeks, and now that we married, now you wanna handcuff the pussy? What? Yeah, I disagree with everything you said. You should really not share your opinions with others. So so there's a lot of men in here that are definitely not in agreement with this video here. All right. So let's see. So she did have a follow-up video. All right. And basically in the follow-up video, she's gonna basically double and triple down on what she says. So let's see. So let's hear what she says here in the follow-up video, and I'm gonna get to y'all's comments here in a second.
I don't necessarily want to call out this specific comment because this is just one.
All right, let's see. Hold up. Let me refresh it here.
I don't necessarily want to call out this specific comment because this is just one of hundreds with the exact same mindset. This idea of who is going to satisfy me if my wife won't.
Let's see if she actually answers the question. Because if your wife isn't going to satisfy you, then who will?
I want to pause for a minute because how disheartening is this for women to hear? Let me set the stage a little bit because women in midlife, we have been working on ourselves for the last 20-something years. Self-help, therapy, we have been working on ways to grow and evolve and yes, meet our own needs. So to hear so many men who seem to be stuck in this 20-something mindset of, well, who's gonna satisfy me? I don't know. I feel like this speaks to the miscommunication we are seeing at such a large level between men and women. Like just, it perfectly encapsulates it because women would never be saying, well, who's gonna satisfy me?
Lies. Lies. Yo, this shit, this is lies.
Shit, we've been learning how to do that for the last 20 years. What have you men been doing? I don't necessarily.
Okay. Oh man, let's see. Let's go to the comments. Okay. First comment reads, okay, the ladies are weighing in on this one. Okay. Single is so peaceful. I'm not satisfying anyone. I've never been satisfied in my life. May love like this never find me. It's a good question. Wedding vows doesn't mean you get to change the script because of your own personal feelings. Someone said, ew, yuck. So what's the answer? Again, she did not answer the question. And that was a legitimate question. That is a legitimate question for someone making such a bold statement and claim. Because don't just come out here and say some shit like this, but then not have a solution to it. Because again, I mean, this is a very biased take. And again, I can be understanding of the period in time in which you may be in. And again, if that's the case, we need to have another conversation about how this is going to go. Because if you think I'm about to just be sitting around, on my phone, looking at hitting the OnlyFans subscriptions and looking at prawn all day, then you got another thing coming. Okay, and look, I can only be understanding, but for so long. Wow, you articulated that very well. I left after 45 years and couldn't be happier and stress-free. Oh, Lord. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Meanwhile, my late husband was terminally ill and we couldn't do it for almost 4 years. Did I miss it? Absolutely. The thought never crossed my mind to look elsewhere. I mean, how do y'all okay? Do y'all believe that, man? Do y'all believe that? Okay, because I'm sorry. I don't believe that for shit. I don't believe for 1 second that you were with a man who was sickly, terminally ill, meaning that he was probably spending a lot of time in the hospital. You know, you stressed out, you horny, I know you probably went out and got some other dick from somewhere else. Like, man, let's not play these reindeer games. But, you know, she basically doubled down on it, but she didn't answer the question. Don't make such a bold claim and then not give a solution to said problem. Okay? And again, like I said, I mean, I think the question is valid. If it's not the wife's responsibility to satisfy their own husband, she didn't have an answer for it. She just wanted to put some words together and put it out there because, hey, you can say anything against a man and the women will definitely come to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? So no tangible solution to your husband being horny while you're in perimenopause and, you know, disconnected from your body. Okay, if you feel like fucking me is a chore, then hey, all right, well, I'm gonna go somewhere where where I ain't gotta feel like, you know, we low key talking about consent here, you know. So all right, man, let's get to what y'all are saying over here in the chat before we get to the next one here. Let's see. I mean, I would hope my partner keeps me satisfied just like how I would keep him satisfied. The fuck? Exactly. The fuck? I want to get a nut too. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Tasha. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. See? Oh man. If it's not the wife's duty, it's not the husband's then. End of story. Facts. Facts. Seems like she's unhappy and needs a hug. Yeah. She sounds like she need to get her cheeks clapped. For real. All right. Nah, that's not true. Pay me. Well, I think someone need to talk to my guy because I'm definitely telling him to slut me out in the bedroom. God, dog. Ooh, duty sex is real and it's ending and destroying. I know it is. I know for a fact duty sex is indeed. It is indeed. Yo, there's nothing. Yo, I kid you not, man. Ain't how transparent do I want to be with y'all? Man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We here. We fam. We fam. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my people. But man, I can recall the one time in which, yeah, I got some pity sex, some dutiful sex, and I was just like, yo, I don't even know if this is what we even supposed to be doing right now. Like, it just made me feel terrible, you know? But then you know what's funny too? And maybe the fellas can relate to this one. It's like when you've tried to initiate, you know, intimacy with your woman and you get rejected, you know, a few times in a row. You know, you try to set the mood. Maybe you try to, you know, do some things in order to get things cracking, you know, but at each turn you get rejected. But, you know, And after so many times of getting rejected, you like, man, fuck it. I'm done trying. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden, once you stop trying, that's when she wanna try to come through and jump on your bones. But you like, man, fuck, I don't even want it now. But the minute that you reject her, oh my God, it is freaking World War III out here. And oh my God, now you're not attracted to her. You know, you don't like her body. It's all kinds of shit. But it's just like, yo, I tried to initiate 3-4 times before and you rejected me each and every turn. So yeah, nah, I'm not turned on right now. I'm just not. Like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, man, duty sex is never. Never again. Never again. You gotta know your worth, King. Don't ever take no pity sex from nobody. Women too. Your man be like, your man just fucking you. Shit, man, it's just some shit to do. And I really don't even feel like fucking her right now. But here we are. Here we are. But, you know. So, I think he be thinking I be joking and I be dead serious. Yeah. They slut me out. Make me a whore tonight. She don't speak for me. I still got ninja tendencies. I hear you. In my middle age era, and I love to satisfy my man as he does me. Yes, indeed. Okay. I must be the problem because ain't no way I'm going to be celibate unless I choose to be that way. Doing the devil's tango feels awesome. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do the devil's tango. Oh, OG say rejected. What's that? He say speak for yourself. Yeah, speak for yourself. You can know when you single and feel bad about yourself, but when you not in a marriage and feel bad, that's an eye opener. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. Hearing "let's get this over with" is the worst phrase to hear. Now I ain't never heard that. Let's get this over with. But if I ever heard "let's get this over with," yeah, nah, man. Like, you know what? We can stop this right the fuck now. Okay, we can stop this right now. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, let's see, man. Let's get to this next one here. All right. All right, man. We're gonna talk about y'all girl Meg Thee Stallion, and then we're gonna get into the main topic. All right. Again, man. Yeah, we're gonna spend a little bit of we're gonna get into the parasocial take here. All right. Parasocial. Let's see. If you didn't know what parasocial means, let me give you the definition. Because again, we live in the social media world where, you know, we just be making up words and you know. Now if you don't know what parasocial means, then all of a sudden, you know, you're I don't know, whatever they want to call you. So let's see, parasocial. For those of you who don't know, all right, and clearly, women across the internet are in a parasocial relationship with Meg Thee Stallion, and I be trying to tell y'all, man, women, y'all be hella gay. Like, let's be for real, y'all be gay for real. Gay. But anyways, here we go. A parasocial relationship is a one-sided, non-reciprocal bond where an individual invests emotional energy, interest, and time to a public figure, celebrity, influencer, or fictional character who does not know they exist. Okay, so this term was coined in 1956. It creates an illusion of intimacy, making the user feel they truly know the media persona. All right. So, Key characteristics and aspects: one-sidedness. The relationship lacks reciprocity as the persona typically has no direct interaction with the follower. Man, oh my God, this sentence right here would fuck some of those high schoolers up from earlier. They would not be able to read that. Good Lord. Illusions of intimacy. Media users often feel they share a close, friendly, or even romantic connection with the figure. Yes. Yes. Y'all, I'm telling you, this sounds like women all across social media when it comes to Meg and Clay. These bonds often form through TV, movies, social media, and radio. Intensity levels, they range from casual appreciation, enjoying a creator's content, to intense, addictive, or borderline pathological levels, i.e., stalking or extreme obsession. All right. So now that y'all know what parasocial means, let's get to this lady right here who, let's see, who's basically saying that, she wishes that she would have got cheated on instead of Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know in what kind of world that sense makes, but let's see. Here we go.
And this is my last video on Megan Thee Stallion because I'm genuinely getting so
No, it
upset
ain't.
thinking about it. This is going to sound very parasocial, but I would have rather been cheated on than Megan Thee Stallion be cheated on because, and that sounds crazy, but I just feel like I would have taken that for her than for her to deal with that on top of everything else in life she's already dealt with. This woman does not have a mother, a father, and no siblings. Like, she doesn't have really any familial presence to help guide her through these things or just like be present during the healing process. And on the outside looking in, to me, when it comes to Klay Thompson, Megan thought she found her forever. She thought like, oh, like I'm going to get married and then I have a mom.
Pause. Y'all thought, maybe she did too. Maybe she thought she found her forever, but y'all definitely thought she found her forever. And the men was looking like, nah, this shit ain't gonna last, bro. This shit ain't gonna last at all.
Mom and dad again, because a lot of people get married and their partner's family becomes their family too. And so I'm just like, not only is it just like, oh, she got cheated on, it's just like, I didn't have a family and you gave me a family again. And I felt like that familial presence and that sense of belonging. I spent holidays with you guys, and you snatched that away whenever you cheated. Like it was the stakes were just higher with her. And I'm just like, I would have rather.
Why? Okay, again, I'm gonna let it play. You know what? I'm gonna let it play. Sorry.
Like if I could, I would take that pain away from Megan. I would have rather been cheated on than her because I have a solid familial presence. I have parents. I have siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. Like I have tons of people to be present while I'm dealing with heartbreak. And so I just feel like I'm better equipped to deal with that heartbreak than Jesus. And then on top of that, everything else she's been through in life, I have not been through all of that. And I'm just like, damn, I just feel like watching her, it's like every time this girl seemingly recovers and gets back on her feet, it's just like, boom, another fucking blow. And like, I just feel like all of her blows are big blows. It's like, damn, like she's not taking no little hits. Like she's just taking straight big ass blows to the face. And I'm like, goodness gracious. And yeah, so I don't know. I feel really sad for her, but I'm really angry for her because at the end of the day, it's like, Clay, you could have left her the fuck alone. Like, if you wanted to cheat and still, you didn't think you could be monogamous, you don't have to ask somebody to be your girlfriend. Just keep dating all the women that you're dating. Like, no one put a gun to your head and said, make me your girlfriend. And it's so, I don't know, I'm just really sad for my girl, and I hope that she gets through it. Because to her, this is much more than a breakup. She lost essentially a family, too, again. So it's just like, this is just really traumatic. And then on top of all that, just like the cherry on top is that, like, there are like tons, like millions of people preying on Megan's downfall. It's just like scary. And I'm sure there are people preying on my downfall, like maybe like 3 or 4. But I can deal with them 3 or 4. I can't imagine like the weight of the world and just like everywhere I go, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. It's just like hella men, just like, you got what you deserved. Like, people are like going out their way to like be nasty to this woman. It's just like weird. I don't know. I just know she's dealing with a lot. And I don't really know what people's goal is in like piling it on for her. So, I don't know. I'm praying for you, Megan, and I hope you get through it though.
Whoo, boy. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was tough to listen to. Y'all saw, it was so many times I wanted to pause it and give commentary, but for editing purposes on the playback, I don't want people saying, just let the video play, Oh, fuck y'all. All right, shit. This was tough to listen to, okay? For a variety of reasons, okay? You know, she's so sad about Meg Thee Stallion and, you know, how she's, you know, how was she taking all of this? And, oh my God, man, I would have took that bullet for you. I would have took the charge. The dope was mine. All 10 keys of the dope was mine. I'm gonna take that charge for us. I'm gonna be the big homie. I'm gonna take the charge. I'm gonna take the rap. Okay? I'm gonna do that. So you ain't gotta go through that. You got a future ahead of you. I've been out here in these streets selling dope. It's nothing for me. It's nothing for me to go to prison because I got homies in prison that's, you know, gonna look out for me. So, hey, I got you. I'd be willing to take that charge for you, you know? But while she out here in a parasocial relationship, you know what I'm saying? And wonder how she doing. Hey, Meg say she back outside. She outside. You know? She outside with it. First comment, that PR ass relationship. Y'all can't be serious in the comments. Megan, this is why they be saying the shit they say, sis. Y'all want me to believe. Y'all want me to believe that she, man, look, we knew what it was. We knew what it was. But y'all out here want to take the charge for Meg Thee Stallion? She don't know y'all. She don't care about y'all. None of that. Yes. I rather. How dumb does that sound? I would have rather for a man to cheat on me than to cheat on Meg because she lost her family and all of these and she be getting these big blows. It don't be like little ones. Well, guess what? Young lady? She's the one who's made all of this shit public. We would probably be talking about some other shit. You know, we would be talking about something completely different. If guess what? If she wouldn't have went to Instagram and to TMZ and made their private public relationship even more public now that it's over, according to her. And that's just her side of it. But people be so quick to just jump on one side because, hey, we got to believe all women, listen to black women, no. After we know that she has a history of being dishonest. You know, I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? Tory sitting behind, you know what? You know what? We're not even going to talk about that. Nevertheless, we know that she has a history of being dishonest. So who's to say that, you know, she's being honest and truthful about Clay cheating on her or the monogamous piece of it, you know? And I mean, can he not change his mind and say, hey, you know what this was when you got here. But, you know, again, man, I don't see how or why women are just so. Y'all would rather take the bullet for a Meg Thee Stallion. Shoot me instead. I would have took the bullet for Meg. She did. Tory shot her in the foot. Nah, I would have took those bullets for Meg because, you know, I've gotten shot before and I got the support. Like, oh my God. But anyways, so let's see. Let's get to this next one here. Because again, man, I swear it's just I don't understand the obsession with celebrities. I mean, you know, they people just like us. I mean, they just have a really good skill set that they get paid a lot of money for.
I have so many thoughts on this Megan and Clay situation, and I'm going to try to fit it all in one video. But for one, I want to start with, I think that the term parasocial is being used to strip us of our empathy. And this is a great example because the reason that most women feel bad for her is because of the things that we've seen happen to her in the media. It does not mean that we feel like we know her or that we know every single thing that happened in the situation. It's more so we can all acknowledge that her losing her entire immediate family is something that any human being would have a hard time with.
I'm sorry. And I mean, you know, an RIP to, you know, her family members. And I mean, and I can be empathetic to that. But why do we why do y'all use that as, I don't know why y'all continue to use that when it comes to her and her relationship with Clay. Like, no, I'm not going with that. And again, we didn't have to know this. You could have kept all of this to yourself, you know? Like Will Mills said, hey man, the best relationships are the ones that are private.
Her being cheated on multiple times and it being blasted in the media, her being shot by somebody who she thought was her friend and her best friend betraying her. So many things have happened to Megan Thee Stallion in the media, and it is okay and normal for us to feel some sort of sadness for her and to just have empathy towards her. I actually think if you don't have empathy towards her, there's something wrong with you and not that we are parasocial. Secondly, this reminds me of another video I saw where a woman was talking about how a lot of men will call themselves good guys just because they don't physically harm women or do anything necessarily wrong to women. But then when it comes to standing up for women or protecting women, they don't do anything and they're just complacent. This is another good example because I brought this conversation.
Men are not standing up for a lot of men, because there are definitely some simp ass dudes out here, but a lot of men are not standing up for Meg Thee Stallion because of her history, because of her character. Now, if you were talking about somebody like I remember, oh my God, okay. I remember when most men were like, when we found out that Nia Long of all people was getting cheated on by her guy, you know, the NBA coach for, who was he coaching for? The Boston Celtics, I believe. When we found out that Ime Udoka was cheating on Nia Long, everybody jumped out the window and was like, "Oh my God!" The men, they came out in droves. You know, like, man, how could you cheat on Nia Long? Nia Long presents herself as a woman with class, even if she got bodies. We not seeing her twerking on stage for a presidential nominee. We not seeing her talking about the WAP. We not seeing Nia Long talk about thought shit. We not seeing Nia Long showing her ass everywhere. So it's like, nah, men are going to stand up for women that carry themselves in a certain fashion, you know? So it's not that.
Up the whole Megan and Clay situation to two different guys. I don't even want to say friends, like associates. I brought it up to them and they both almost immediately changed the subject. They understood that Clay was wrong. They acknowledged that part at least, but they did not want to talk about it at all. They didn't want to go into any detail. And that's why we mean by all men. Like, a lot of you good ones don't want to hold your fellow man accountable for his wrongdoings.
Let's stop right there. Maybe they just didn't want to talk about the shit. Maybe they have no interest in it. Because a lot of men are just like, okay, yeah, I mean, Clay's freaking makes hundreds of millions of dollars, future Hall of Famer. What else did you expect? Yeah, no, the shit was wrong if that's true, but I mean, what the fuck else did we expect? Like, okay, moving on, you know?
A lot of times when women do wrong, we hold each other accountable.
Oh my God. Hold up.
Reason we have for his fellow man accountable for his wrongdoings. A lot of times when women do wrong, we hold each other accountable. The whole reason we have the term pick me is for his wrongdoings. A lot of times when women do wrong, we hold each other accountable.
Now, let's be yeah.
The whole reason we have the term pick me is for that type of woman. We reserve the term pick me for a woman who wants a man regardless of his history, regardless of what he's done to other women. That is what we call a pick me woman, and we use that term to hold other women accountable for them being male-centered. This whole thing is
okay, yeah, I ain't got no more for that. I ain't got no more for that. That shit is crazy. Yeah. Social media is out here ruining lives for sure. Ruining lives for sure, man. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying over here in the comments, man. Seeing what y'all talking about in the chat. All right. Let's see. Let's start from let's see. Dang, y'all was going in. Okay, I done missed a lot. All right. All right, let's see. Let me start from my shirt reads, "Who hurt me?" All right. I remember I was dating a guy a while ago, and I actually did tell him, "You need to hurry up." Oh man, not very
Jesus.
He was not happy at all, and then I said, "Might as well go home because this ain't working." Oh my God,
Jesus.
Wow, damn. She say, "Nah, man. Look, I ain't got time for all this, man. You what are we doing? This ain't a marathon. I got to work in the morning. I got to go to the gym. What we doing? I need, yeah. Use parasocial in a sentence for real." All right. That's like me telling you to go use the bathroom for me. Like, how was that happening? Yeah. Or helping in the situation. Yeah. She's the Jesus Christ of 304. I'm telling you. The Holy Grail. They care more than Meg does. That's facts. They care more than Megan does. Good Lord. I'm telling you, man, Meg probably is somebody that's smashing Meg out right now. Best believe it is. And look, man, these are just the men that we know about. It's definitely other men out here that, you know what I'm saying? They just didn't want to make that shit public. All right. She's just talking in circles. Yeah, talking in circles, man. Just putting words together. We're just putting words together. We don't know that lady for real. We don't. It's very weird. Yes, I would agree, man. You know, y'all wanting to take the bullet for and get cheated on for her, so she ain't got to go through that. Like, that's so weird. Like, is you cool? These celebs try to convince you of everything. Notice how Splash Bro ain't said nada. It ain't gonna say nothing. First thing she did was run to TMZ. That's very telling. She tried to jump out there and get ahead of the story again, man. Look, man. That bum ass catfish and spaghetti and the Thanksgiving meal that you cooked for them wasn't gonna cut it. When he gave you the opportunity at whatever that black tie event that they was at, and she hidey, oh, she was doing all that. Hey, look, man, it was a wrap from there. It was a wrap from there. You acting like you ain't never puffed a cigar. Like, stop it, man. Stop it. And and yeah. Stop. Pretty soon we have a cult of our own too. No, it's happening. It's happening. When I talked about this last week, I had put on Threads, Tasha. I had said that the same women that are out here, down talking Clay and riding for Meg Thee Stallion, these gonna be the same women that would straight up take Meg's place in a heartbeat if given the opportunity. And I had so many women going in on me talking about why would we do that? No, I don't date a cheater. No, and there was a lot of projection, calling me gay, and other shit. And I'm like, all right. That's when you strike a nerve, man. When women start calling you gay, you done struck a nerve. You done told the truth in a way that they don't like it, and now you're gay. It is so cultish, Tasha, that women are saying that Clay Thompson is gay and he wants men because he cheated on Meg Thee Stallion with other women. How do you cheat on a woman with other women and be considered gay? Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? How is a man gay for cheating on his girl with other women? You have no proof, evidence of him being with other men, but because he decides to sleep with other women besides Meg Thee Stallion, then all of a sudden he's gay. Okay. All right, cool. And no other women will want him. Like, are you crazy? Are y'all loco? Are y'all crazy? Again, if Clay was cheating, do you think the women that Clay was cheating with cared that he was with Meg Thee Stallion? I said this last week. They don't care. They don't give a fuck if he was with Meg Thee Stallion. If that was his girlfriend, they still sleeping with him. And they gonna continue to sleep with him. And like I said last week, they gonna be on some shit like, why are you even fucking with her anyway? Like, you know better than that. You know your parents wasn't going for that. You know what kind of stock you come from. Like, that wasn't gonna happen. Okay. So anyways, man, I could talk on and on about this topic, but oh man. And again, man, it's not about bashing her. It's just looking at the situation in its totality, And again, man, anytime you have a criticism, you're automatically labeled as, misogynistic, you hate women, your mama black, you don't, you like men. It's all the same talking points, man, and it don't work. The talking points don't work, OG say, I'd rather not take any bullets, even for myself. Facts. Yeah, no, not at all. Oh, definitely. They will slide in, old buddy. Yeah. Slide in old buddy bed if they could. Facts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, at least one person keep it real with me tonight. Facts. If they had the opportunity, she going. They can say whatever they want to. And old girl over here talking about a pick me. And whenever women do, when women do something wrong, we actually hold them accountable. Did y'all hold Meg Thee Stallion accountable when she said that she didn't sleep with Tory Lanez and lied to Gayle King? Did y'all keep her accountable on that? Anyways, man, and a woman actually making the decision that she actually don't want to be like a lot of these bitter women out here and wants to have a man that she can go home to and build a relationship with, that's male centered and she's being a pick me. I understand if a chick is out here being desperate, but like, come on, man. Y'all call anything desperate though. You cook your man a meal, that's being a pick me. You say that your man actually treats you well, that's considered being a pick me. Everything that a woman does that even remotely involves doing something nice for a man, y'all want to hold them accountable to and call them a pick me. It's just like, again, man. Delusional, man. Delusional. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Delusional, man. All right. Let's get to this Stefon Diggs, man, and then we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up for tonight, man. So if you haven't already, please make sure you like the stream. Please make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, man. Share this with a friend if you like what we doing over here. Again, man, coming up on episode 100 here in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. So, all right, man, let's get to Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon Diggs, man, got found not guilty, with his lawsuit against his former chef, former side chick, former homegirl. He probably tried to give her some advice too, and she ain't listen. And she tried to take his ass to court, and she fucking lost. So, but again, man, I think, this is where, hey, man, you gotta hold the men accountable in this. Men have got to be more discerning about who you choose to stick your penis into. You can't be out here putting your thing in everybody, because shout out to CGA again, all men pay, whether it's with your money, energy, attention, and time. And Stefon Diggs is paying in all the ways. His money, energy, attention, and time when it comes to this. Now, one thing that I did notice concerning this lawsuit or whatnot was, I don't know if the women were so quick to, I think there's a group for sure that were like, no matter what, Stefon Diggs is guilty. However, I didn't see a lot of, pushback when it came to this lawsuit, and largely in part because, hey, the other queen that y'all love so much, Cardi B. Y'all love Cardi B so much that y'all didn't give Stefon Diggs this pushback, because secretly, I think a lot of y'all want them to get back together and work it out for the sake of their family that they now got together, even though he got 3, 4, 5 other families concurrently. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, shout out to him, because again, man, we got another situation of women being dishonest and trying to get a bag and trying to ruin a man's reputation, which is sad. So I got a couple clips here from the trial. All right. And it's egregious. A lot of these clips are pretty egregious. So let's start here. All right, we're gonna warm it up here, and she's gonna talk about their sexual relationship. So let's get into that. All right, so she basically testifies that they had a sexual relationship before he hired her. And you know how niggas do. Stefon Diggs doing nigga shit. Smashing on her. and then say, "Oh yeah, this my home girl. She gonna be my chef now," and then still be fucking on her from time to time, selling her a dream. You know, this is where he fucking up at. But here we go.
Your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated.
Complicated.
We had it started out as friends. We met. It started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out, and we decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
So you said February 2025, you and he talked about you working for him?
Yes.
And that's as a private. How would you characterize?
Okay, so back in February of last year. Okay, all right. So let's see. All right, let's see. Let's get into this next video here where she says that he canceled the trip to Art Basel. Again, you know, if you're gonna have a personal chef, man, let it not be one that you've been smashing on. There's plenty of personal chefs you could have hired for the job. You know, and again, I have no problem with saying that about Stefon Diggs, another man. Saying things that hold him accountable, you know. Two things can be true at once. Yeah, you dealt with a liar and now you paying for it. But then at the same, man. All right, here we go.
Asked me what was I doing for the week, and I asked him, "Oh, so you weren't going to tell me that I wasn't able to come to Art Basel?" And he explained why, and it was because of the situation with me and the other coworker, Lindsay Bolin. And I was upset with him, not upset at the fact I couldn't go to Art Basel. Me and him have a relationship for over 4.5 years. He could have told me weeks ahead of time because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole thing being planned, and he just waited till the last day. So I was more upset with him not letting me know I wasn't going to come like at an earlier time.
When you're in the room by yourself, what, if anything, were you doing?
I was sitting on the bed, laying across the bed, at my laptop, reading a cookbook, actually.
And you receive any texts or send any texts to Mr. Diggs?
No, the morning text. That was in the morning. We had went back and forth.
So you had some previous texts in the morning?
Yes.
So you're in the bedroom. What happens next?
I was in the bedroom. Mr. Diggs came into my room. I was laying across the bed. He came into my room.
When you were in the bedroom, was the door closed?
Yes, the door was closed.
So when he came in, did he open the door?
Yes, he opened the door.
Did he leave it open after him?
No, he closed the door behind him.
And you said you were on the bed?
Yes, I was laying across the bed. He came in and he with intent to hurt me.
No. What, not his intent or anything. What actually happened?
He was leaning against the dresser. He asked me to get up to come here. I got up off the bed and I came across to him and I stood in front of him, like I stood on the side of him because he was leaning back. I stood on the side of him and he was like, "What was all that shit you was talking?"
And then what happened?
And I was beginning to say, "You said," and I couldn't finish my statement and he smacked me.
So when you say he smacked you...
He smacked me with an open hand.
Do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my face.
Do you know which part of your face got hit?
I went to try to like block him, like push him like this, like stop.
So again, I see you're pushing your hands out.
I pushed up. He's way taller than me. I pushed.
Okay, let's stop right there real quick. Okay. He open palm slapped her with his right hand and it went across the right side of her face. Now, if she would have said that the nigga hot damn backhanded her, backhanded slapped her, and it came across her right face coming from this direction. Yeah. He open palm slapped her with his right hand and it hit her. How do you do that? How do you do that? Line.
For him
How
to
tall are you?
4'11", 5 feet.
And how tall is he? Do you know?
6 feet, 6'1".
So you said you pushed out and you.
And to think that she was just laying across the bed, just sweet and innocent. I'm just looking at a cookbook, and I just had my door shut, just chilling, and then this big angry black man just came in here and just, slapped me across the face before I could even say anything. Man, oh man.
You made a motion with your hands, so does that mean you pushed with your hands?
Yes.
Around what, like his stomach, his chest, his shoulders?
Up to block his hands.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then he Can I have a second?
No.
Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
She trying to think of the lies. Y'all. Give me a minute to get my shit together. Let me think how I'm gonna say this.
Right. When I went up to push his hand, block him, block him, he took his arm and he came around my neck with the crook of his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
So you said you pushed against him, and then he put his arm around your neck?
Yes.
Were you facing away from him?
I was facing him.
You were facing him, he put his arm around your neck?
Yes, he spun me around.
He spun you around?
I don't have to show you more so.
He open palm slapped her with his right hand on the right side of her face. Then she twisted her around, put her in a fucking put her in a chokehold like this, spin me around. Hold up. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I mean, hey, look, abuse is not funny by no means. But this shit here. Open palm slapped her like this. He had to slap her like this with his right hand to catch the right side of her face. He say, "What's all that shit you was talking?" Well, bow. Hit her like that. Then spun her around, gripped her up, put her in the hand, put in the chokehold like this. Man. Bruh, hey, this is insanity. Okay. All right, here we go. What I be saying though, women, they gonna die with the lie. They gonna die with the lie, okay? Dying with the lie. Here we go.
I can describe it.
Describe it as best you can.
I was standing in front of him. When he slapped me, I went to try to hit him back like this. And then it was like he tackled me. Got me to try to keep from pushing him or protecting myself. And he put his arm around my neck like this, and he was choking me.
So you ended up in a position where his forearm or bicep was around your neck.
Yes.
And you said he choked you. What exactly did he put pressure on your neck?
Yes, he put pressure.
And were you able to breathe?
At first, and it kept getting tighter.
So were you able to breathe?
No.
About how long were you in this position?
I would say roughly I can't recall the amount of time.
It all happened so
It
quick.
went from the edge where we were in front of the dresser to the side of the bed to him falling on top of me on the bed.
So about how far of a distance is that?
He fell on top of her on the bed. Now she nothing but 4'11", 5'1". 5 foot. He 6 foot tall. NFL player. Like you putting up that much of a fight that y'all ended up. Oh man.
About maybe 4 or 5 feet, something like that. 5, 6 feet.
At some point, did he let you go?
Yeah, he let me go. When we got to the side of the bed, I was pushing back. I started to do a move that I saw off of social media. He said to
I did a move that I saw off of social media. Yo, what the hell? What in the hell?
You don't find that suspicious?
Oh my God.
You don't find that suspicious?
All of this is suspicious. All of it. She did a move. She thought, as you're getting choked out, slapped and choked out, all of a sudden, oh my God, I remember that one move that I saw on TikTok. I'm about to do this shit right now. Oh my God, man, oh man, the lies.
that shit is not gonna work.
So you say you tried to do a move.
There was a defensive move where you try to put your hands underneath the person that's trying to choke you. It's like something I saw on a women defensive page or something. And he said that shit you see on Instagram is not gonna work. And that's when he got tighter. Like the more I was trying to put his hand, he got tighter.
And then what happened?
And then I was pushing back. And then he fell down on top of me on the bed because I was on the side of the bed. And it was he was like I guess he was about to let me go. But as he was getting up, he pulled my hair. And he was like, yeah, I thought so.
And then what happened?
He got up off the bed behind me, and he walked around the bed. I told him I still haven't got paid. He said lies. And he was like, so what are you doing? So what are you doing for the week? And I was like, I'm staying here. He said, I don't want anyone in my house. I don't want anyone here. I was like, okay, so who's going to get my ticket? He said, who always gets your ticket? And that's it. He walked out of the room.
So from the moment he entered the room to the moment he left, about how much time went by?
My last text to Anna was probably like 3:30 something. I text Sunny at 4:11, so it was between that time because I didn't have plans. I didn't have money to go anywhere, so I know.
I know, but just the question was about how long time.
It was just in between that time. I can't say exact, but I know it's before 4:11.
So, is that 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes?
He was in the room probably maybe 10 minutes, 15, I'm not sure.
10, 15 minutes of him choking you out, slapping you around. That's a lot. That's a lot of choking and slapping and fussing and arguing. And again, I don't believe that you were just sitting in there just all dainty and feminine and just, reading a cookbook. Man, who be reading a cookbook in their room? I get that she a chef, quote unquote, but nigga, you ain't reading no cookbook in the crib. What? Most people, look, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm gonna look at a cookbook, I'm usually looking at a cookbook like if I'm about to actually cook something, or I'm looking up a recipe on my phone. I don't know nobody that just. Anyways.
When he left the room, what happened next?
I looked down at my pants. I had peed my pants, and I had just came off my cycle, and I was bleeding really bad again. I guess because I was so scared, I changed my pants, and I cleaned up myself, and I came back in the room, and that's when I text Sonny to get my flight.
And where was that flight to?
Atlanta. He asked me what was.
Man, okay. So, wow, okay. Because I had only listened to part of this. Okay, so let's see. Let's get to the part where they bring up the receipts. Okay, because the whole claim was that he did not pay her for said services. All right. So let's see. So let's bring up where bring up the receipts, because we live in the age of receipts, man. You can't make no claims and then not be able to have the receipts to back it up here. All right. The chef ain't know Stefon D's lawyer had receipts. The chef had mentioned not being paid for 2 out of 3 weeks. And chef talking about, what's your name? All right, let's see. Here we go.
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
The yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
Your Honor, may I approach? You may. Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sonny?
Yes.
Dated December 9, 2025?
Yes.
And you're the person in the bubbles on the left?
Yes.
And you write to Sonny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments, 11/7 and 11/21, totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never got your name.
Hey, say, look, you see it right here. You got paid for that. You got paid for those 2 weeks. You see that? She's like, what's your name? What's it? Huh? What?
Did you know?
I don't know. I was trying to address you by your name because I'm not this. I don't know. I can't answer that question correctly.
You knew on December 9th that you had been paid for 2 of the 3 weeks you said you hadn't been paid for, didn't you?
I don't understand the question.
She don't understand. Oh, now she don't understand. Okay.
You just acknowledged you wrote it to Sonny.
I was supposed to be paid for the week I was sent home.
Okay.
So I sent the incorrect amount because I didn't know he wasn't paying me for that week.
Right, so you sought $6,000 instead of $2,000.
That's my calculations was.
Right. And so that last week, that was a week you didn't work, right?
Because I was sent home.
Right, kitchen cooking.
Mr. Diggs sent me home because he had girls at the house.
Whatever you're going to add is not
paid.
responsive, Your Honor. Yes.
Baby girl, you were not paid for that 3rd week because you didn't go to work. He sent you home. Yeah, no, what? You think you want salary. You think you a salaried employee, huh? Oh, whether you come to work or not, whether you work all these hours or not. Yeah, nah. You did not work. You're an independent contractor, man. You don't if you don't work, you don't eat. No ribs, no rice, no champagne, nothing. Nothing.
You understand the question you're being asked?
I don't understand.
Her question. Answer Attorney Stewart's question, all right, if you can. And it turned out, Miss Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
This is missing a whole lot of.
Okay, so that was that. Okay. All right. Now I got one let's see. I got 2 more clips because y'all get in the picture here. Y'all get in the picture. All right. So let's see. So this next clip, the judge had to get on her ass because just like she's doing in this one, she is not answering the questions to the best of her ability. You know, she just putting words together. She's just saying shit. All right. And the judge had to get on her about it. All right. Because she was about to get held in contempt and have her whole testimony stricken. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Here we go. She's not answering anything directly.
3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he?
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement.
That is a yes.
That is the only.
May we be heard at sidebar, please?
Objection moved and strike. Jurors, the last part of the witness's answer. The last part of the witness's response will be stricken as non-responsive. You will disregard it and you will not consider it during your deliberations.
Tasha, I need to be a chef too. Good Lord. I be whipping it up every day.
Tell them that as well. But courtrooms function in, and especially trials, unfold in a question and answer format. This is not an opportunity for you to interject your own narrative and evade responding to questions the court deems appropriate. And if you continue to do so, your entire testimony may be stricken. Am I clear?
Yes.
The jurors.
Okay, so there was another clip that I saw, and it obviously wasn't this one, but you know, it was just more of the same. And I think she had on this outfit, but she did a lot of splaining. She did a lot of, you know, putting words together, word salad, not answering the questions. But you know, I wanted to play this one last video right here. All right, so Stefon Diggs got a chief of staff, and the chief of staff has something very interesting to say. All right. Oh, I got two more clips. All right, let's see. Here we go. So his chief of staff claims meal prepared by the ex-chef was a dried up hot dog. All right, here we go.
Do you know if Miss Adams cooked dinner that night?
It was like a hot dog. It was like and there was like mustard on it, but it was like left on the counter and it was like dried up. And then in the room, it was like dried up. So there was like 2 that were made.
Let me back you up on that. Do you know if she did cook dinner that night?
She did.
Where did she do that?
In the kitchen.
And what time did you see that?
I just remember the food being like prepared.
Okay.
Already.
And You mentioned it was a hot dog or something like that?
Yeah, it was like a hot dog, or like, you know, like Auntie Anne's when they have like the pretzel dogs. It kind of looked like that, but it just looked dried up.
Okay.
Yo, imagine paying your homegirl side chick $2,000, $4,000, $6,000 for her to be up in there making you some dried up hot dogs and got the nerves, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to be in here trying to sue me. Oh, let's see. Can y'all not see this? Hold up. My bad. Hold up. Because I don't think y'all can see. My bad. Oh, man. Hold up. Let's see. I'm going to play it for y'all again so y'all can see her. But imagine that. You paying $2,000, $4,000 for somebody to come up in your house. If you living there. She's living at the residence and she's making him a dried up hot dog. Good Lord.
Do you know if Miss Adams cooked dinner that night?
It was like a hot dog. It was like and there was like mustard on it, but it was like left on the counter and it was like dried up. And then in the room, it was like dried up. So there was like 2 that were made.
Let me back you up on that. Do you know if she did cook dinner that night?
She did.
Where did she do that?
In the kitchen.
And what time did you see that?
I just remember the food being like prepared.
Okay.
Already.
And you mentioned it was a hot dog or something like that?
Yeah, it was like a hot dog, or like, you know, like Auntie Anne's when they have like the pretzel dogs. It kind of looked like that, but it just looked dried up.
Say a little dried up now. Now, all right. Now you would think, okay, this is the last clip for the night. All right. Now you would think that like, you know, after, you know, being, you know, assaulted, being, you know, choked out, being scared of this big black man, you know, that you wouldn't be out here outside and celebrating or whatever. But apparently, you know, they showed some footage here, you know, as we round third base and headed home, you know, because I mean his defense team knocked this out the park, home run. She out here, you know, doing a stanky leg and twerking. So the court plays video of Stefon Diggs' chef and accuser dancing after she was allegedly attacked by him. In the court, they played this in court. Good Lord.
Got money, money, yeah. Got money, money, yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Finish her.
Got the ghetto gospel. Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to... Man, imagine that. Imagine that.
Got money, money, yeah. Got money, money, yeah.
Imagine that. Man, oh man, that's crazy work. That's crazy work. They done played that up in the courthouse, in the courtroom. You in here dancing, kikiing it up, shaking your ass. Man, thought you was about to get that big bag. Thought you was about to get you some of them donations. And they was like, nah. Nope. Not happening. So, you know, man. Because whenever I think about this, y'all, man, I mean, because I'm not going to front, man. Men are always stunned by when a woman that they thought would never in their life, they would have never thought she would have been the one to, take me through there. They would have never look, I've been dealing with this woman. We've been cool for years. Like, I've hired her as my chef. She in here fixing me these bum ass pretzel dogs, dried up and shit. But hey, that's my home girl and everything. And we cool. Like I wouldn't think she would do me like this. And then come to find out, your home girl, your bestie in there hot damn doing this shit. She doing this shit right here. Hold up. She done took you to court and she doing this shit. And y'all supposed y'all supposed to be cool. Y'all supposed to be cool. Now here she is. Up here doing this shit. Would have never thought it would have been you to do me dirty like that, Cold game. So so that begs to question, because at the end of the day, for real victims, I can have empathy and I can understand why, certain victims don't come forward because they feel like, no one's going to believe them. But it's because of instances like this, when you can see the inconsistencies in the story, when you can see, you celebrating after you thought you was about to get a big bag off of someone that, was supposed to be your quote unquote friend. So like what should be the punishment for that? Because I honestly believe that, for women and men alike, but overwhelmingly, whenever I see the majority of these false allegations coming from women, there should be some type of penalty for that. Because if you don't penalize the people who are making false allegations, then the people that actually are victims, there's never any real justice for them, or it gets overshadowed by people who, decide to be dishonest. So, that's just my opinion, man. There has to be some penalties, some incentive for people to be more truthful when it comes to making false allegations against men. Women have to be held account. Where let's see. Do I still got her up here? Nah, I ain't got her up here. I thought I might have had old girl up there. But when she said we keep women accountable whenever they do something wrong, we keep them accountable. All right, well, y'all got that same energy for her. I don't know if y'all got that same energy for her. But I did find it surprising that Stefon Diggs did not get the automatic boot from the sisters of the community, because again, man, they praise and worship Cardi B, so they didn't necessarily want baby daddy number 2 to necessarily go down. So they were willing to ride. They're in a parasocial relationship with Cardi B. Like, please believe. But nevertheless, man, what do y'all think? Y'all leave it down in the comments. Let's see. Let me get up to what y'all are saying up here in the chat, because y'all were commenting there for a second, and then y'all got kind of quiet. People probably fell asleep and shit. But all right, let's see. Yadi say, call me a pick me then. Let's see. That's why I said relationship earlier, because if those of us who truly want to cater to our man, et cetera, we get called other things besides being a good woman. It's weird. It's hella weird. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what it is. Like, again, social media has ruined relationships to the extent of the fact that women want men to do all of these things for them, but what are you going to do? What are you willing to do for him? And it just don't be the case. All right. I Brittany said, I don't like how he played at the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's childish, but yeah, that's my reason for not paying him no mind. Oh man, yeah, he was going through it around the Super Bowl. I mean, he had a couple kids on the way. He got both his baby mamas at the game. Like, yeah, it was, yeah, not good. I didn't think him and Cardi was a good couple, but that's not my monkey business. That's not my monkey or circus. I feel that. He's not all that cute either. That's my opinion. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, I saw this comment. Okay. Let's see. All right, Britt says, I could be wrong, and if I am, Lord forgive me, as any form of abuse is not okay. Yeah, no, we not. We get it. We get it. It's a safe space here. But I think they were typically kinky. You feel me? On that day, things just went too far. Don't shoot me, y'all. I don't know. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know. All right, let's see. That could be the case. But yeah, we'll never know. All right. Let's see. Because how was the relationship, quote unquote, complicated? There's a ninja roaming the streets of the Bay Area today who abused me. Asked me about the status of our relationship. I don't fuck with him. Yeah, no, exactly. For real. Like what? There is no status of the relationship. The fuck? What are we talking about here? You know? Yeah. Said it. And then the part about, the whole Art Basel thing and her talking to Cardi B, and I saw in another clip where she said that she was scared to come forward and share her story because, he's a powerful man and he's dating Cardi B and this, that, and the third. But, if you were indeed, that scared, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of coming forward, then I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't think that we would have saw you doing this number right here. For someone to be, scared. I just don't see that from someone who is scared of Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Let's see. Mary said if he slapped her with his right hand, he would have hit her on the left side of her face. Exactly. He open palm smacked her on the left side of her face, and then spun her around like a football. Then choked the shit out of her is what she's saying. Yeah, I mean, he did all of that. Bow, turned her around, had her in a full like. Come on now. Exactly, I'm trying to run. Fuck hitting them back. Can't compete with a man's strength. Exactly. If you feared that your life was in danger like that, then you would have been trying to get away. I mean, if I'm being choked, don't that mean I couldn't breathe for a hot minute? Exactly. It's like, could you breathe? She was like, he started to get a little tighter on the grip. Like, what? Could you breathe or not, ma'am? Okay. A move off social media, yeah. A move, yeah. In the heat of the moment, thought of a move that she could use. I saw it on TikTok. I saw it worked on TikTok. It worked on TikTok. Why would you talk about money after being choked and not even choked out? Mary be calling it how she see it. Mary say I'm capping. She said that's not true. My best friend is an executive chef, and she does read the cookbook. Well, excuse me, Miss Executive Chef. Well, look. Well, there's a difference between an executive chef and a side chick booty call. We just doing whatever chef. Okay. Yeah. So there is levels to this. Is levels to this. And clearly, your BFF, is on another level when it comes to the culinary arts. I'm trying not to sneeze here. All right, man. I think I've said all that I needed to say. I think so for tonight. All right. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again tomorrow. Oh, man. All right. Episode 96 in the books. It's a wrap. Make sure you like the stream on your way out. It's been fun. It's been cool. I've enjoyed y'all. I've enjoyed the interaction with y'all tonight. Appreciate the 4 or 5 of y'all who's still in here with me right now. You might just be having me playing and you knocked out sleep, but nevertheless, I've enjoyed it tonight. But with that being said, man, if there's anything that you ever want to do in life, remember that it requires patience, consistency, and most importantly, it don't happen overnight. See y'all on the next video. Peace. And Mary, she did think she was getting paid, and it wasn't happening.
Donations.
She wasn't getting none of them donations.
Donations.
All right. We out, y'all. Peace.